Hello, and welcome to this comprehensive guide about your November 2025 Social Security payments. I know there's been a tremendous amount of confusion and concern lately about payment schedules, potential government disruptions, and what to expect in the coming months. So today we're going to clear up all the uncertainty and give you the complete picture you need to navigate this time with confidence. Let's start with the most pressing question on everyone's mind. Will your Social Security payments be affected by any government slowdown or shutdown? I want to be crystal clear about this. Your Social Security payments are fully protected and will continue without interruption. Seniors can rest absolutely assured that those monthly checks will still arrive right on schedule, just as they always have. This isn't speculation. It's written into law that your benefits must continue regardless of government operations. However, there is one important distinction to understand. While the payments themselves are completely safe, the Social Security Administration's customer services might experience some slowdowns during any potential government disruption. This translates to longer wait times if you need to visit a field office, possible delays for anyone trying to update their personal records, extended processing times for filing paperwork, and slower responses for those applying for new benefits. But when it comes to your actual monthly payment being deposited into your account, that will happen exactly as planned, without any changes or delays. Now that we've cleared that up, let's dive into the specific payment schedule for November 2025 so you can mark your calendars and plan accordingly. For those receiving supplemental security income, also known as SSI, you need to pay special attention because your payment will actually arrive early this month. Instead of the usual first of the month, your SSI payment will be deposited on Friday, October 31st. Which happens to be Halloween. This early payment occurs because November 1st falls on a Saturday this year, and the government has a strict policy of never issuing payments on weekends or federal holidays. So if you happen to see any misleading headlines claiming there's no SSI payment in November, please don't fall for that misinformation. Your payment is simply arriving a day early, not disappearing. Now, for those of you who receive both SSI and Social Security Disability Insurance benefits, your SSDI payment will be deposited on Monday, November 3rd. This same November 3rd payment date also applies to anyone who began receiving regular Social Security retirement benefits before May 1997. If you fall into either of these categories, you'll see your payment in your account on Monday, November 3rd. Now, for everyone else who receives Social Security based on the standard Wednesday payment schedule, your specific payment date depends entirely on your birth date. Here's how it breaks down. If your birthday falls within the first 10 days of the month, that is, between the 1st and the 10th, your payment will be sent on the second Wednesday of November, which is November 12th. If your birthday occurs between the 11th and the 20th of the month, your payment will arrive on the third Wednesday, November 19th. And if your birthday falls between the 21st and the 31st, you'll receive your payment on the fourth Wednesday, November 26th. These are the official payment dates established by the Social Security Administration, but it's worth keeping in mind that your individual bank might process the deposit at a slightly different time. Some financial institutions even release funds early as a courtesy to their customers, while others may take a little longer to process government payments. Either way, these official dates serve as your reliable benchmark, and they very rarely change from year to year. Now let's shift our attention to another major topic that's creating a lot of discussion right now: the upcoming 2026 Social Security Cost of Living Adjustment announcement. This COLA is crucial because it determines how much your benefits will increase next year to keep pace with inflation. Due to some recent government delays, the official COLA number hasn't been released yet, but we do know that the Bureau of Labor Statistics plans to publish their inflation report on October 24th, and that's when the Social Security Administration will announce the official COLA for 2026. Current projections are suggesting that the COLA might come in around 2.7%, which would mean an average increase of approximately $36 to $58 per month for beneficiaries. This announcement will significantly impact what millions of retirees and beneficiaries can expect for next year's checks. And while the announcement has been delayed, it's important to understand that this timing won't affect anyone's actual payments in the immediate future because COLA adjustments don't take effect until January's payments. This means the system has ample time to process the adjustment and ensure all beneficiaries receive the correct increased amount when a new year begins. However, let's have an honest conversation about the reality many seniors face. For millions of older Americans, these annual COLA increases simply haven't been keeping up with the real cost of living they experience every day. Each year we hear about a modest raise, perhaps 2.5%, maybe 3%, but when you look at what's actually happening in grocery stores, at pharmacy counters, and with housing costs across the country, it becomes painfully obvious that the math doesn't add up. Throughout the United States, millions of seniors are being financially squeezed, paying significantly more for basic necessities like food, electricity, and medical care while their fixed income barely moves at all. For many of these individuals, Social Security isn't just some supplemental income. It's their entire financial lifeline, the difference between having a roof over their head and being out on the street. We've heard from countless viewers, seniors who spent decades working hard in factories, schools, hospitals, and small businesses, faithfully paying into the Social Security system their entire working lives, now finding themselves struggling just to buy groceries or afford essential prescription medications. Some are facing impossible choices between paying rent or buying life-saving medicine. It's absolutely heartbreaking, and it's a harsh reality that far too many Americans are facing in silence, feeling forgotten by the system they supported for so many years. In addition to these payment updates, there's also a significant amount of new Social Security and Medicare news that everyone needs to be aware of. Over the past several weeks, multiple reports have revealed potential policy changes that could dramatically impact older Americans. One of the most concerning headlines came from a Washington Post investigation that uncovered officials are considering removing age as a determining factor in eligibility for Social Security disability benefits. If this policy change were to be implemented, it could potentially result in as many as 750,000 older adults losing access to their SSDI benefits, representing nearly $82 billion in lost support that vulnerable seniors depend on. This kind of policy shift would profoundly affect those who rely on these benefits, the desperately older Americans who cannot easily return to the workforce due to health limitations, physical disabilities, or other significant challenges. And as if navigating all of that weren't challenging enough, we're also right in the middle of Medicare open enrollment season, which runs from October 15th through December 7th. This critical period is when seniors can review and make changes to their Medicare plans for the upcoming year. Every single year, plan costs, provider networks, and coverage details change, and millions of seniors get caught off guard by unexpected new deductibles, higher drug costs, or reduced benefits. Staying informed and proactive during this period is absolutely critical because these adjustments will directly affect how much money retirees actually take home each month after Medicare premiums are automatically deducted from their Social Security checks. Meanwhile, the broader financial landscape for seniors remains incredibly challenging and continues to deteriorate. Inflation steadily erodes the purchasing power of fixed incomes. Housing costs have risen dramatically across virtually every state in the nation, and medical expenses continue their relentless upward climb. Even though official government inflation reports may suggest that prices are stabilizing, the reality that seniors experience on the ground tells a completely different story. Every trip to the grocery store, every utility bill that arrives in the mail, and every prescription that needs to be refilled feels heavier and more burdensome than the month before. And for seniors who rely entirely on their Social Security benefits to survive, every single penny matters tremendously. The average monthly benefit of around $1,900 to $2,000 barely stretches far enough to cover basic rent, utilities, and groceries, let alone unexpected medical bills, home repairs, or other emergencies that inevitably arise. It's a constant, stressful balancing act that leaves millions of older Americans feeling anxious, vulnerable, and uncertain about what tomorrow might bring. As we move deeper into the holiday season and begin preparing for another new year, it's absolutely crucial to remember that behind all these statistics, policy discussions, and payment schedules are real people with real struggles. Retirees who work their entire lives, widows who lost their partners, veterans who served our country, and disabled Americans who can no longer work. Each of them is living on a budget that seems to get tighter and tighter with each passing month. Many of them are quietly struggling in silence, even as government officials point to small improvements in the broader economy. So as we await the official 2026 COLA announcement on October 24th, all eyes will be focused on what that final number looks like, and whether it even comes close to keeping up with the actual cost of living that seniors experience in America today. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about abstract percentages or economic projections. It's about human dignity, financial stability, and whether our seniors can afford to live with basic peace of mind after dedicating their entire lives to working and contributing to our society. Please stay tuned to this channel because as soon as the official COLA announcement is released, we'll break down exactly what it means for Social Security recipients across the country, clearly, calmly, and honestly, without any hype or sensationalism, just the straight truth. Until then, please stay strong, stay informed, and remember that you're not alone in facing these challenges. Millions of seniors across America are dealing with the same difficult circumstances, and we'll continue to keep shining a light on what matters most to you and your financial security.